Hey guys, this is Boca ASMR. Boca, Boca, Boca. I'm coming at you with another video. I'm going to attempt to be soft spoken, but yeah, it is. If I'm going to be honest, I don't know how to do that very well. Or at least that's how it feels. So, in this video, I think I'm just gonna ramble. I'm just gonna talk about myself, talk about my day. So, with today, got some work done. Went through. We actually had dinner at some old friend's house. They're, 10, 15 years older than us. But with that, we haven't had dinner with them in a long time. And it went a lot better than I thought it would go. In the past, it's been, just a little bit awkward. Not entirely sure, what to talk about. Because we have a few interests together, but nothing crazy. So basically, with that, it was a good time. Me and my wife had a good time with the kids and everything like that. They got to play with their kids and everything. So it was honestly a lot of fun. Now I might as well just say what my job is. What I do for a living. Sorry, it felt like I had a burp. So with what I do, I am a videographer. So I have the camera, I have the light that's sitting right here. I'm pretty fresh and pretty new to it. I think I got all of my gear last August, or not all of it, but my starting equipment, like my camera, gimbal, and audio, a few other stuff. But I got that, I believe, in August or September. I think it was August. But I got that in August and ended up quitting my 9 to 5 in November, and it is currently March, almost April. So I've been doing this full time for what was it been? I don't know, 4 or 5 months. It's been a little bit. What has it been? Testing. We'll say testing because I am relatively new to this, right? So, people don't know my business. They don't know who I am. Well, at least, what I do. But with that, for the folks who guessed, that is what I am. It's nothing too crazy. It's honestly one of the first creative outlets that I've ever had. And I'm really happy for it, honestly. My wife supports the journey, and she's not working, so she's a stay-at-home mom. But even just being freshly new, and within the circumstances that we had to change. But with it being freshly new, yeah, it's been honestly pretty good. It's provided for us enough to be able to survive, and hopefully it will be able to, take off and go further than, honestly probably what I thought it would be. I don't know if that makes sense, but I hope it does. So yeah, videographer. I think I have 4, maybe 5 weddings scheduled this year, for the first year, which is, from what I'm told, really good. But I'm not completely booked out, so I tend to be maybe a perfectionist when it comes to some stuff. I've definitely gotten better, but with being a perfectionist, I criticize myself very harshly, which is, it's not fun, to say the least. But, it is what it is. So, trying to work on that. I'm trying to work on the business and, be a dad and a husband and, starting my own business, which I'm very grateful for. We've been taken care of. There's been a lot of shoots that I've had to go to and like do for free, offer for free, but in return, I think, going out, blessing the community, and the community will bless you back. So went out, there was a burger trailer that was, it was our first day opening up, and I reached out to the guy who owns it, and guy who owns it, I went to high school with him, and I said, hey, would you mind if I come out and just shoot a video of your opening day, for free? Nothing crazy, like a 15-20 second, highlight reel of their joint and what they're doing. And he was stoked, because I figured, he's not gonna have the money to be able to, well, I mean, he might, but even if he did have the money, it'd be nice to go out and show support for him and his new venture, even if it's not paid. So, but my wife did not understand, what's going on with that, and like why I would do something for free. I was like, come on, you have to trust me. Like, this is going to benefit, not just us, but the people involved. And she reluctantly was like, okay, fine, that's okay. But from that one video that I did, I had 3 or 4 inquiries happen, or come out of that one video within a week. So one was, he wanted another video, almost the same thing, and then he wanted another video of like almost like a story background of like how he started. His dad owned a burger joint, and named it after him, and it's just been kind of like a family tradition. And then his dad also reached out to me about doing a video shoot for his trailer, and he owns a barbecue trailer. So that was cool. And then there was a tree service company that reached out as well, that wants video. And then there was a taco truck that reached out. So it's for the most part, 3 out of 4 of them are like food stand, food truck type videos. So, and the last one that, I'm sorry, I don't know if that was too loud. But the last one, sorry, I keep on having burps and I don't know why, so I hope you guys can hear those. If I remember to, I will edit those out. So with the tree service, I'm actually going to be working with them as well as doing a video for them. So basically doing groundwork for a tree job that this guy has. So which is it's, oh my gosh, it is so hard. I went and did I went and worked for one of my buddies who also does tree work, and I was the only groundsman, so I was running around, throwing branches in the chipper and moving logs and stuff like that. And I was dead when I got home. Oh my gosh, I was so dead. Oh, sorry about that. I didn't even know I had my watch in here, to be honest. So anyways, with all the video shoots, like I'm really excited for. I'm very happy that, I feel like the business is finally taking off. So how I started was I was out in Florida. Sorry about that. So as I was saying, when I was living in a different town, I was on vacation out in Florida, and I had, basically we were looking at moving out there, and it just didn't feel, I don't want to say it didn't feel right, but, well, let me take that back. It felt right at the time, and we were really excited to make the move out there, which was like across country, because we live in the U.S. And with that, I was trying to figure out like what to do, and just kind of sitting there, thinking about it, praying about it, trying to figure out what's going on with my life trajectory. And it just dropped in on me that I should reach out to one of my buddies who has a videography company, or basically is a wedding videographer. And I said, hey, like, this is what I have going on. I just dropped in on me that maybe I should reach out to you and see, what, if you're willing to have me on to see how I do with you at least. And he was like, okay, well, come to this event. Like, let's see how you do. And yeah, we'll go from there. So basically showed up. He said that I have a natural eye for it, which was pretty cool. And then I went, shot my first wedding with him, shot my second wedding with him, and after the second or third wedding, I was like, I gotta buy my own gear. I really like this. So I bought all my own gear, and I was hoping to basically it wasn't my plan to quit my job so soon, but I felt like it was interfering with what my goals were after they changed. So basically, I wanted to, spend all my time going through and hustling, producing leads, and getting in contact with different venues and different businesses and everything like that. But the issue is when I was living there, in the town that I was living in, this guy like already had the market, and like he had everybody, and I couldn't really, like, I got a few videos done here or there, but with him, I just felt like everybody knew him. Everybody was like, he was their guy if they were to get video. So it left me in this weird spot where I wasn't able to get any work. So after I quit my job and realized that money became tight and we had to move to a different town, a lot cheaper. So with that, I did that burger joint video, and it seemed like the floodgates had opened up. Like, just, I don't know, maybe not the floodgates, but there was a whole lot more opportunity that reached out after that one video than 4 or 5 months, producing stuff out in the town that I was previously living in. So it's like, it's an untapped market out here. Nobody is a videographer. No one's able, or no one does that. Everyone's a photographer. So yeah, it's just, I feel like it's gonna be going good. And it is late. I just feel like it's going good. So, yeah. Other than that, yeah. To be honest, I don't really know what to talk about. I don't watch sports. I used to play sports, but it was mainly football and track. I was never really like a super fast runner. I wasn't a long sprinter. But I ran the 4x1 in track, and then I did long jump, and I wasn't really good at that. And the worst thing that I was at in track was it was pole vaulting. I used to pole vault, so so with the pole vaulting, I would do this thing, and I'm gonna demonstrate it with my hands, or I'll use this pen. So I would run up, right? Run up, and I would go up over the bar. But when I would go up over the bar, like, I would launch myself, and I would spin like a helicopter, and then I would land. And the coach that was teaching, he was like, I don't even know how to help you. Like, that is, I don't know why you're doing that or how you're doing that, but you're just doing that. And I was the only one who did that. But other than track, I did football, and for the most part, all growing, or at least from like 7th to 8th grade up, till senior year, I was a tight end and a D end, outside linebacker. But when it came to senior year, I ended up moving from tight end all the way over to wide receiver. And then basically went through and just played wide receiver. But the thing was is that we were never a passing team. We would only run the ball. So we never really had, or I never had the opportunity to like actually show what could happen. I probably caught the ball. I probably got thrown the ball 4 times and caught it 3. So yeah, but the coach that we had, or the varsity coach in high school, from what was it, freshman to junior year, he was a dirt bag. Basically, he ended up getting fired from being the varsity coach for football. And he took all of the funds out of the football, like money, all the money that we raised, moved it over to baseball because he was the varsity coach for baseball. And after he did that, he left us no money for our senior year. So there's a new coach that came in who started with literally nothing. So the whole year we used practice jerseys for our home jerseys, and then we used the previous year's away jerseys for whenever we were playing somewhere else. So when we would walk onto the field, like, people would freaking laugh at us like no other. Like it was pretty, honestly, looking back, it was really funny. Jacked up, what that guy did. So anyways, I don't do any of that now. I never went to college. I almost did, but I didn't want to go play football for no reason. I knew I probably wasn't good enough to go anywhere with it, go anything past a community college. But now I play golf. So, it's not the most exciting, but it does allow me to relax and take some time to myself and be in the quiet. And what I used to do when I would play golf is, bring some headphones or a Bluetooth speaker, and kind of fill that void of quiet. And I'm really trying to be content with being quiet, and being in that stillness, and not having constant stimulation, whether it's from a phone or music or a book. Like, I don't read books very often, but it's like you read your phone, or like you get on your phone, play games, go on Instagram, do whatever, right? But then you want to get off your phone, and so what do? You start reading books, right? But it's still simulation. Granted, it is healthier stimulation to where, like, you're actually reading and learning and going through all that, but still stimulation. So go golfing like once a week or once every other week, and you just sit there and, like, you hit a ball and you just enjoy the quiet, with your own mind. It is a beautiful thing. I haven't, it was probably like the last time I went was last weekend, I believe. And I hadn't gone in like 4 months. I was golfing pretty consistently, pretty heavy for a year and a half to 2 years, like once or twice a week. And so I went for the first time in 4 months, and it was beautiful because there was nobody, or at least for the first 7 holes, and then I joined somebody that I was tailing on the 7th or 8th. It's just beautiful being able to sit, be still, and not have so much expectation on, like, or well, maybe not expectation, but being reliant on a device or something of the sort. Just being still, being with you. And I guess you can argue that golf is still stimulation, but I think it's a little bit, I think it's different because you have times in between. Like, you have stimulation for 30 seconds while you're grabbing your club, figuring out where you're going to shoot, and then hit the ball. And then after that, it's like you are riding in the cart, just kind of hanging out, just being there, being a person, being one with nature, relatively. Like, not I would call it maybe artificial nature. It's all very groomed and manicured, but still, it's nice. You can just be. And I think that's something that we really need to, like, figure out how to do, like, as a society, or at least where I live. It's very busy. If you're not doing something, you're being lazy. And I quite honestly, I don't like that. And that's why, my wife and I, we were looking at moving to Florida, just solely for that reason, is to potentially have like a little bit of a slower living. Because we're in California right now, and it feels very fast, and like you can never get ahead, or you can never slow down and just be. And as a father, as a husband, like it feels weird. Like, I feel like I'm missing out on opportunities with my kids and my wife. And, I'm very grateful for them. So, but I think that's going to be the end of this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Hopefully we can have more intimate talks, and maybe, I don't know exactly what to call it. I don't want to call it like theory, but like going and just talking about day to day and like what could be, what we may need to change as a society, not in like a political sense, because I don't really want to get political on this channel, but more as just like a overall well-being, for humanity. Maybe, I don't think it's in a hippy-dippy sense, but it could be. So, yeah, but please leave a like if you like the video. Leave a comment if you have any suggestions for any sort of videos, or have anything to say about what I talked about. And yeah, feel free, if you feel led to, throw subscribe out there. I enjoy this. It does allow me to sit down and just be and just relax. And so I just hope that I continue to have the motivation for it. I have the motivation right now, and I really enjoy it. So, yeah, let me know if you guys have anything. So, thank you so much. Have a beautiful night.